Good morning, greetings friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health challenge. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 31 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes, hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis, and while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to wean yourself off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you do that. 844-236-6010 is our number on The Bright Side, 844-236-6010. If you have questions about the longevity products, longevity business, formulations, ingredients, skin health questions, something you may have heard about or read about, if you have a patient, client, loved one who may be dealing with a health challenge and you're just at wit's end, we can help you deal with it. 844-236-6010 is our number. 844-236-6010 is our number today on The Bright Side and every day on The Bright Side. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised or recommended on the program, please head to my websites, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. You can purchase longevity products right off our websites, brightsideben.com, criticalhealthnews.com, or pharmacistben.com. You can also sign up to join the Bright Side Ben team off our websites for a one-time $25 fee. You can start a longevity business, earn thank you checks associated with having your own business, and help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. Of course, if you just want to get your products at the wholesale price, you can do that as well for a one-time $25 fee. Call 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470 for more information, or you can sign up right off our websites, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. Also would like to remind you to check out our Truth Treatment products at truthtreatments.com, our Truth Retinol 5% gel if you're dealing with age spots or accelerated aging of the skin, if you want to prevent age spots or accelerated aging of the skin, if you have acne blemishes. Retinol is your go-to active skin health ingredient, along with vitamin C. Those are the two most important active ingredients for the skin. There is nothing more important, more fundamental, more effective than fat-soluble vitamin C and retinol for dealing with all kinds of skin health issues. All our Truth Treatment products are made with lots of vitamin C, premium fat-soluble vitamin C, as well as our Retinol 5% gel made with 5% retinol, designed to be equipotent. The same potency as retinoic acid, Retin A, 0.05%. Of course, you don't need a doctor's prescription for our Retinol 5% gel, even though it has the same potency as Retin A, retinoic acid, 0.05%. Of course, you're not going to get vitamin C in your Retin A either. You'll get preservatives in your Retin A. You'll get propylene glycol in your Retin A. You'll get sodium lauryl sulfate in your Retin A. You may get mineral oil in your Retin A. You'll get wax in your Retin A, but you're not going to get vitamin C. Never any preservatives, fragrances, fillers, waxes, oils, silicone, nothing your skin doesn't need or doesn't want in any of our Truth Treatment products. They're all up at truthtreatments.com. We're also running a Cyber Monday special with all orders, full-size orders of any Truth Treatment product. We're going to throw in a trial size Truth Balm, Truth Transdermal C Balm, with all our full-size orders, and that's just for today, Cyber Monday. You can check out, get more information about our special and check out all our Truth Treatment products at truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. Okay, welcome back to the Bright Side, friends. I want to continue talking about the thyroid and thyroid health. We've said that the major reasons for the thyroid to slow down, the major causes of a depressed or suppressed thyroid, involve the immune system, more specifically autoimmune disease and a chronic stress response. That's all you really need to know, people, when it comes to hypothyroidism. That means if you're one of the estimated 3 to 10 million Americans dealing with hypothyroidism, and I would tell you that it probably is a lot more than 3 to 10 million people, that's the number of Americans who have been diagnosed with hypothyroidism. But probably millions more Americans are dealing with some degree of subclinical or undiagnosed hypothyroidism. So if you suspect that you have a poorly functioning thyroid, if you've been diagnosed with hypothyroidism, you've got two major focal points. You've got two major points that you need to be focusing on. Number one, reducing the stress response. Long-term chronic stress will reduce the effectiveness of thyroid hormone. Long-term chronic stress will slow down the thyroid. So number one, you want to focus on stress and the stress response. That means relaxation strategies as well as nutritional strategies for dealing with adrenal health and for helping the body deal with stress. Vitamin C, for example, is critically important for the stress response. You're not going to hear many physicians or endocrinologists or even alternative health practitioners tell you about vitamin C for the thyroid, but because vitamin C is so important for helping the body deal with stress, it has a major role to play in improving hypothyroidism. Likewise, vitamin E and vitamin A, both of which are anti-stress nutrients. And they will also support a hypothyroid or a poorly functioning thyroid by helping the body deal with stress. Likewise, pregnenolone and progesterone. Again, you're not going to hear an alternative practitioner, a chiropractor, a naturopath, or an endocrinologist or an MD tell you about how vitally important pregnenolone and progesterone can be for supporting thyroid health, but via this anti-stress mechanism or this stress supporting mechanism, stress response supporting mechanism, progesterone and pregnenolone can be super important for hypothyroidism. So number one, you want to deal with the stress response, reducing the stress response, helping the body handle stress. Number two, reducing autoimmune symptoms, reducing autoimmunity. And by the way, the stress response as well as autoimmunity can always be backtracked to digestive health. Once again, we find the primacy of the triangle of disease for dealing with all health challenges. Digestive health, digestive health, digestive health. Simplexity is the idea that there's simple components that underlie the most complex phenomena. Simplexity is a physics idea that we can borrow in the world of, for the world of biology and for the world of nutrition. There are simple building blocks that underlie the most complex disease phenomena. If you're dealing with hypothyroidism, backtrack to the digestive system. Number one, because digestive stress is a major cause of stress. And number two, because digestive health issues always precede autoimmunity. What this means is, not surprisingly, there is a major digestive connection to thyroid disease, and digestive support should form a key piece of the thyroid support puzzle if you're dealing with hypothyroidism. Number one, digestive issues are a major source of general stress. Stress hormones can be activated by blood toxicity that follows leaky gut syndrome or the leakage of undigested food particles into the blood. Leaky gut syndrome has become kind of a catchphrase. It's become kind of a meme, a jargon, a piece of jargon in the world of alternative health, but it's the real deal. Leaky gut syndrome is when you get a breakdown in the digestive lining, in the intestinal wall, and food leaks into the blood. This causes a stress response in the blood. When it happens chronically, you get a stress response that never ends, and eventually your thyroid's going to slow down to compensate. And because the thyroid itself regulates digestive health, once the thyroid slows down, this can further impair digestion, lead to more leaky gut, lead to more stress, greater stress response, more thyroid slowdown, more digestive impairment, etc., etc., etc. And you know what, guys? You can take all the Synthroid you want. Or for that matter, you can take all the iodine you want, and you're not going to be able to correct the problem. Number two, the vast majority of hypothyroidism involves autoimmunity, and that too is a digestive health issue. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll continue when we come back from our break. 844-236-6010. 6010 is our number. We'll return right after this. Okay, we are back on the bright side. Got lines open for you at 844-236-6010, 844-236-6010. If you've got questions about the thyroid gland, iodine, synthroid, if you're one of the millions of Americans dealing with hypothyroidism issues and you want help, we're here for you, 844-236-6010. That's 844-236-6010. Of course, if you have a comment or success story you'd like to share, we love hearing those, 844-236-6010. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised or recommended on the Bright Side, please head to my websites, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. You can also sign up to join the Bright Side Ben team by calling 866-735-2470 or right off the websites, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. And if you're looking for a fine Christmas present for a loved one, or if you want a Christmas present for yourself, or you just want to experience the ultimate in topical skincare, check out our Truth Treatment products at truthtreatments.com. We are offering a free trial size Truth Treatment Transdermal C Balm for Cyber Monday. That is a $59 value. We'll be selling it for $59 here probably next month. But for today anyway, actually through today, we're offering it to you for free with any full-size order, with any purchase of full-size Truth Treatment product. You can find all our Truth Treatment products at truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. Okay, so we're talking about hypothyroidism, the thyroid. Later on, we're going to talk about iodine and its relevance and non-relevance, its importance and non-importance. It's somewhat overrated in some ways. It's very underappreciated in other ways. We'll be talking about that in a little bit. Before we went to break, we said there's two major causes of hypothyroidism, two major focal points. That is, if you're dealing with hypothyroidism, number one, you want to focus on general stress issues, reducing the impact of cortisol or stress hormone, relaxing the body using nutritional supplements and relaxation strategies. Also, digestive health is going to play a major role when it comes to adrenal stress. Also, digestive health plays a major role when it comes to the second big cause of hypothyroidism, and that is autoimmunity. 90% of hypothyroidism is thought to involve autoimmunity. The technical term for autoimmune disease of the thyroid is Hashimoto's thyroid. And as we've said repeatedly over and over on this program, maybe the major idea of everything we talk about on this program is the relationship between digestive health and the disease state, the overall disease state, and in this case, between digestive health and autoimmunity. Autoimmunity equals leaky gut syndrome. I'm going to say that again because that's so important. Autoimmunity is the manifestation of a leaky gut. And if you are one of the 80+ million Americans dealing with some kind of autoimmune disease, and I don't care if it's multiple sclerosis or it's Hashimoto's thyroiditis or it's type 1 diabetes or autoimmune disease of the muscles or autoimmune diseases of the nervous system or autoimmune diseases anywhere, you've got to focus on the leaky gut. Autoimmunity is about a leaky gut and digestive impairment. When food particles leak into the blood, food antibodies, the immune response that's mounted to those foods cross-react with organs. In the case of Hashimoto's, they cross-react with the thyroid gland. Autoimmunity is about food particles getting into the blood. Nothing more, nothing less. And this mystification that the medical model has about what causes autoimmunity and what specific immune particles are involved and how to take care of it, blah, 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 is just how many angels are dancing on the head of a pin. It's mumbo jumbo and stupidity, and it doesn't help anybody. Autoimmunity is leaky gut. Take that to the bank. If you don't believe me and you're dealing with an autoimmune disease, just stop eating for 3 days and watch what happens to your symptoms. By the way, hypothyroidism and autoimmunity are both largely female issues. Most hypothyroidism and most autoimmune diseases affect women. Now, why would that be? Why would it be that if autoimmunity is about a leaky gut, why would it be that hypothyroidism and autoimmune diseases are largely female issues? What does leaky gut have to do with female issues? Interesting. Well, let's figure this thing out. Anytime you have a health challenge that affects mostly women, you're dealing with the hormone estrogen, which is the key distinguishing factor from a biochemical standpoint between men and women. Estrogen. I'm not saying men don't make estrogen, they do. But estrogen is largely a female hormone. That means anytime you have a health challenge that affects mostly women, whether it's Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, hypothyroidism, autoimmunity, whatever it is, you're dealing with some kind of estrogen issue. But wait a minute. We just said that it's a digestive issue. You mean there is a relationship between the hormone estrogen and digestion? Yes. That's exactly what I mean. Estrogen, for one thing, is a stress hormone. Estrogen is a very, very potent hormone. Very potent. It has to be eliminated by the body instantly, super quickly. Anything that slows down the release of estrogen or the elimination of estrogen from the body is going to muck up the system. Once estrogen sits around in the body, because it's so darn potent, it can cause all kinds of health challenges, especially immune health challenges. Of course, it can also cause reproductive health challenges. It can cause PMS issues. It can cause PCOS issues. Excess estrogen is associated with fibroids and with cysts. And it's not so much excess estrogen. It's excess toxic estrogen. See, estrogen, when it breaks down, estrogen, when it's eliminated by the body, is broken down into metabolites. That is, it's broken down into toxic byproducts. That's usually not a problem because those toxic byproducts are eliminated. So estrogen goes up, your body secretes estrogen, then the body instantly breaks it down. Some of these breakdown products, which are called metabolites, are toxic, no problem, because if your intestine is working as it should and the liver is working as it should, and you got enough good bacteria in the gut, and you're making enough bile, those toxic estrogen metabolites are just eliminated. They're eliminated through bowel movements. However, if you don't have the right gut bacteria, if you have intestinal health problems, if you have liver health issues, if you have a gallbladder that's been removed, if you've got sticky, sludgy bile from digestive toxins or from something that's getting into the system inappropriately, those estrogen metabolites are going to build up. The liver is part of the digestive system. The intestine is part of the digestive system. The microbiome is part of the digestive system. The gallbladder and bile are part of the digestive system. If you're constipated, that's a digestive problem. Again, toxic estrogen is going to build up. So estrogen toxicity is intimately connected to digestive health issues. That means if you are one of the millions of Americans dealing with estrogenic health issues, including hypothyroidism, including Alzheimer's disease, including autoimmune diseases of all kinds, once again, we're dealing with a digestive health issue. Folks, this simplifies everything. This simplifies all of our health issues. I'm not talking about the digestive system and digestive health and eliminating food toxicity and working with the diet and working with eliminating problem foods, etc., because I'm a food Nazi. I'm doing it because biochemistry tells us that underneath all our health challenges, you will find digestive distress, particularly autoimmune health challenges, particularly female health issues, particularly estrogen health issues, and especially hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. All right, 844-236-6010 is our number. Got lines open for you. We'll continue this discussion about health and take your calls and get to some good news stories here as well when we come back from our break. Okay, we are back on the bright side. Pharmacist Ben here, 844-236-6010 is our number. That's 844-236-6010. If you have questions about the longevity products, longevity business, our Truth Skin Health products, formulations, ingredients, something you may have heard about, read about, if you have a problem, client, patient, loved one, friend, family member, yourself, if you're dealing with a health challenge you need help with, 844-236-6010 is our number on the bright side. We'll get your calls here momentarily. I want to remind you to check out our Truth Treatment products at truthtreatments.com. If you're looking for a stocking stuffer, Christmas present, if you want to just experience a super mega high-end skin health product for yourself, please go to truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised or recommended on the program, or even better, if you want to start a longevity business and join me in my mission to help educate the world about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program, please go to brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com and sign up to join the Brightside Ben team right off our websites. You can also call 866-735-2470 for more information, 866-735-2470. All right, got lines open for you at 844-236-6010. Hang on if you're on hold. I just want to read a couple of studies, a couple of articles here that I think are interesting, and then we'll get your phone calls, 844-236-6010. And we do have lines open for you. From, let's see, where the heck is this from? This is from an article of a short-term study in Japan. Apple cider vinegar, is it really a wonder food? Apple cider vinegar, which is made by chopping apples, covering them up with warm water, leaving them at room temperature until the natural sugars ferment and form ethanol, that is alcohol. Bacteria will then convert this alcohol into something called acetic acid. Vinegar is a solution of acetic acid. And if you get on the internet or if you read alternative newsletters or magazines, you're going to see that apple cider vinegar is purported to help with things like chronic fatigue syndrome and diabetes and heart disease. It's supposed to help clean out toxins from the arteries. It's got all of these crazy benefits and almost makes you think that this might be kind of just placebo or something ridiculous or just much ado about nothing or just nonsense. But actually, as it turns out, the acetic acid that makes apple cider vinegar is super important stuff. It's a short-chain fatty acid that the body can use for satisfaction and appetite suppressant, that the body can use for energy, that the brain can use, that can help the body process sugar. And all of the wonderful benefits that are associated with apple cider vinegar are really due to this acetic acid. Oh, by the way, acetic acid is very ketogenic, so the apple cider vinegar helps support the ketogenic diet. And if you are going ketogenic, if you're trying to go low carb, low calorie, moderate protein, using apple cider vinegar can really be provide incredible benefit for helping support the production of these little powerful energy bombs that we know as ketones. If you're dealing with any health challenge, particularly blood sugar problems and heart disease, or even things like inflammatory diseases, or if you just want to lose some weight, using a little bit of apple cider vinegar in the middle of the day, and by a little bit I'm talking about maybe a capful or a couple capfuls of apple cider vinegar in the middle of the day can be very helpful. And if you use apple cider vinegar with your meals, bonus, it will help you digest your food because the low pH of apple cider vinegar can support the breakdown of proteins and other substances in the stomach and activation of enzymes which require acid. By the way, low stomach acid, deficiencies in stomach acid are a much more significant problem than too much stomach acid. Hardly anybody makes too much stomach acid. Most people make too little stomach acid. And if your acid is splashing back up, if you got heartburn or GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, this is not a sign of too much acid. I know we've said it before, but I haven't talked about this in a while. GERD and heartburn are not caused by too much stomach acid. And if you are one of the millions of Americans who's on a proton pump inhibitor like Nexium, these heartburn drugs, you're playing with fire, folks. This is a recipe for disaster. Using Nexium and proton pump inhibitors chronically. It's a recipe for disaster for several reasons. Number one, you're not taking care of the real problem, which is malabsorption and indigestion, especially of carbohydrates and sugars. Most people with heartburn will find that when they stop eating the sugar, and that includes bread and pasta and rice and potatoes and processed foods of all kinds, heartburn tends to go away. Especially cereal, by the way. Also, orange juice can be a problem, and caffeine can be a problem. Anything that messes up digestion is going to increase the likelihood of heartburn. Heartburn is not caused by too much acid. It's caused by problems processing carbohydrates and other foods. Use probiotics if you have heartburn. Restrict your carbs if you have heartburn. Eliminate problem foods if you have heartburn. But what you don't want to do is stay on a proton pump inhibitor permanently. And I know it's miserable to have that splashback, especially if it's chronic. And it's easy to just take your Nexium, but what ends up happening is because you're shutting down the production of stomach acid, you're not going to be able to absorb your minerals. You're not going to be able to absorb your protein or break down your protein as effectively. That can lead to rotting food, rotting protein in the intestine, which can cause all kinds of digestive distress. Worst of all, in the long term, because you're not going to be absorbing your vitamins, and you're not B vitamins especially, and you're not going to be absorbing your minerals, that can lead to degenerative diseases of all kinds as we get older. Please understand this. If you're taking Nexium long term, chronically, every day, you're playing with fire. Use a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and that may actually help support digestion and help support or reduce the incidence of heartburn and GERD, using apple cider vinegar, that is. All right. Let me talk about here, let's do one more, and then we'll get your phone calls, 844-236-6010. This is from the Weill Cornell School of Medical Sciences in New York. Alzheimer's protein forms toxic complexes with cell membranes. The brains of patients with Alzheimer's disease contain tangles inside neurons. These tangles are formed when something called tau proteins, which are part of the famous amyloid plaques that form in Alzheimer's disease, react with cell membrane. So now doctors are really all fascinated. The pharmacomedical industry is fascinated with reducing tau protein, reducing amyloid plaques to the point where they want to give you vaccines against these things. Completely ignorant of the fact that tau proteins and amyloid plaques that are the markers of Alzheimer's disease are the signs of a degenerative disease, the signs of degeneration in the brain. Alzheimer's disease is degeneration of the brain. It's not the plaques. It's not the tau protein. It's not the fibroids and the neurofibrillary, I think I said that right, neurofibrillary tangles that cause the Alzheimer's disease. It's the degeneration. It's the rotting tissue. What causes the degeneration in the rotting tissue? Sugar and digestive toxicity. Alzheimer's disease is now known to be type 3 diabetes. Alzheimer's disease also has an estrogen component. As we said earlier, this involves digestion as well. All roads lead to digestion. Work on the digestive system. Work on digestive health. Anytime you have a brain health issue, work on digestive health. I mean, I know it sounds simple. Here's another one. This is from the University of Aberdeen. Changes in diet may improve life expectancy in Parkinson's patients. Oh, no kidding. Parkinson's disease, again, is a degenerative condition of the brain. Backtrack to digestive health. Change the way you eat. Use probiotics. Eat less food. Go ketogenic. These are all the simple little things we can do from the comfort of our own kitchens and living rooms. All right, 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll take a commercial break and come back with your phone calls. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. I am Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back right after this. Pharmacist Ben, 844-236-6010 is our number. Our Truth Treatment products are all available at truthtreatments.com, longevity products at brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, and criticalhealthnews.com. And we're also, by the way, running a special, a free trial size of our Truth Transdermal C-Balm, $59 value. We're going to send it to you, we're going to give it to you for free if you order today, Cyber Monday. If you order a full-size Truth Treatment product, any full-size Truth Treatment product, or Truth Retinol 5% Gel, Truth Transdermal C Serum, voted one of the top 150 products in the world by Harper's Bazaar magazine, or our Truth Omega-6 Healing Cream, we will toss in a free $59 value Truth Transdermal C-Balm just for today, Cyber Monday. You can find out all about it at truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. 844-236-6010 is our number on the Bright Side today. Let's go to Watsonville, California, and welcome Marshall to the Bright Side. Good morning, Marshall. What's up, buddy?
Unrelated to my question, I find half of a shot glass is the easiest, tastiest way to take apple cider vinegar.
Say that again, Marshall. I didn't catch
half of a shot glass. I quit drinking whiskey a year ago, but it's the easiest way to take apple cider vinegar, and it tastes good out of a shot glass.
Do you do it on an empty stomach?
No, after meals.
After meals. Have you ever done it on an empty stomach?
You can. It's not going to hurt.
No, I know. I was just asking. I do it on an empty stomach myself, and I noticed that I get this kind of, I don't want to say a buzz, but just this kind of sense of well-being from doing it on an empty stomach.
It tastes great, yeah.
I think it tastes great, too. And not only that, If you don't like the taste of apple cider vinegar, if you mix it with some kind of like olive oil or some kind of salad oil and then dip your cucumbers in there, it can be quite delicious, especially if you put spices like things like garlic salt or just plain old salt. Salt and apple cider vinegar go together very well.
The unfiltered has to be better, right?
Yes, absolutely. Organic, too.
Okay.
Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar is the way to go, in my humble opinion.
Okay, so my question is I was diagnosed early because I lost my glasses. I had to go get an eye exam, and I got an early diagnosis of glaucoma.
Oh, no. How old are you, Marshall?
Vision also.
How old are you?
Your age, exactly.
Exactly? 57?
57.
Really? When are you going to be 58?
July 26th. Same day as my best friend and my son. Yeah.
I'm a little, just a hair older than you. Those numbers keep getting bigger, don't they? It's crazy. All right, here's the deal. Glaucoma is a blood sugar issue. Glaucoma and diabetes go hand in hand. You get these little valves in the eye that release fluid when the pressure gets too high. And when those valves get damaged, the pressure builds up. That's basically what glaucoma is. It's damage to the valves that drain the fluid out of the eye. So what you want to do is you want to treat yourself like a diabetic. Now, you don't have to be diagnosed as a diabetic to start to experience some of the breakdown that's associated with high blood sugar. So don't worry. If the doctor said, "Oh, we tested your blood sugar, it's fine," blah blah blah. If you have the symptoms of glaucoma, or for that matter, cataracts, or really any eye health problems, you want to consider yourself to be a diabetic or on the road to being a diabetic. That means keeping your sugar intake down, number one, and remember, sugar is always going to not just sugar, but it's bread and it's pasta and it's rice and it's potatoes and it's processed foods of all kinds. So keeping your intake of those foods down to a minimum. And then secondly, using nutrients that help support blood sugar. Chromium and vanadium, that's the sweeties from Youngevity. Niacin, that's the ultimate niacin from Youngevity. Selenium, that's the ultimate selenium from Youngevity. Use more fiber, particularly if you fall off the wagon and go crazy with the sugar, especially this holiday season. If you eat a lot of you go to office parties and Christmas parties, you eat a lot of candies and cakes and such. Make sure that you're doing more fiber, especially fiber after you fall off the wagon. That is, grinding up flax seeds and maybe doing a teaspoon of flaxseed powder after you indulge in sugar, doing more water after you indulge in sugar, taking a walk or doing some kind of exercise after you indulge in sugar. These are all wonderful strategies for lowering blood sugar. A hidden cause of elevated blood sugar is stress hormone. When cortisol goes up, your blood sugar will go up. When cortisol goes up and your blood sugar goes up, your blood sugar will drop. That's one of the ways the body responds to elevated blood sugar. It pulls the sugar out of the blood. That can cause more cortisol to go up. That can cause your blood sugar to rise again. That can cause the blood sugar to drop. That causes more cortisol. You get into this vicious downward spiral of cortisol, high cortisol, and then the high blood sugar, low blood sugar roller coaster. Again, you don't have to worry about the details of this. Relax your body. That means relax your muscles, practice deep breathing techniques, and eliminate any stressors in terms of food toxicity or emotional or psychological stressors, any kind of stressors in the body. That will also elevate blood sugar. So lowering or eliminating them as best as you can anyway in our fast-paced, crazy 21st century lifestyle, that can also help. Don't forget to use some hidden nutrients that help support blood sugar, like, for example, the Fucoid Z. Fucoidin and algae also have a blood sugar lowering property. They can help lower blood sugar. So can the amino acids taurine and arginine. They also help lower blood sugar. So lots of strategies. Basically, you're going to have to treat yourself as a diabetic. There's nothing a doctor can do for dealing with glaucoma. They can give you drugs that are anti-inflammatory. Anti-inflammatory eye drops is typically what they'll do, but they cannot.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the eye drops. What are
That's
those?
what they'll give you. Just because they don't know what else to do, because they don't understand the relationship between dysglycemia or elevated blood sugar and no, they're not that harmful, but they're just not going to take care of the problem. They're going to disguise the problem, and the problem is just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. Treat yourself like a diabetic, bottom line. Marshall, you've been listening to me for years, right? It always goes back to the triangle of disease: digestion, blood sugar, and then the relaxing the body, the adrenal thyroid complex. Thanks for your call, Marshall. Happy holidays, buddy. And I'm going to be in your neck of the woods in January, so hopefully I'll get to see you. I'll be in Santa Cruz in January. All right? Take care, man.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Excuse me. All right, Chris in Texas, good morning. Welcome to the bright side.
Hey, in response to the last caller, I have a question. How do you spell that Fuchs Z?
Yeah, it's spelled F as in Frank, U as in uncle, C as in cat, O as in Oscar, I as in igloo, D as in David, Fuchs, and then the letter Z. It's a longevity product which is made with brown algae, which contains something called fucoidin. Fucoidin has multiple health benefits. It can help you if you're dealing with elevated blood sugar problems. It helps thin the blood. It supports the immune system. Just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful supplement. It comes in two forms. It comes in a liquid form, which we call Z-Radical. Z-Radical is okay. I like the Fuchs Z better because you don't get the sugar that you get in the Z-Radical, and it's also a more concentrated source of fucoidin. You find that at brightsideben.com.
It really is.
Say again?
Sugar is like poison. It
Dude,
really is.
You have no idea. It is unbelievable. I was just reading on CNN how it's associated with obesity, associated with cancer. It is the devil, and everything that we attribute.
And the thing is, it doesn't even help me gain weight because, like, you probably don't remember my face, but when you were at Brave New Books in Austin, Texas, I was sitting in the front row, and I was the scrawniest, skinniest person in there. And
you're eating lots of sugar?
It's impossible for me to gain weight, even if I increase my sugar intake, which that makes most people gain weight.
Yeah, well, that tells me that you're really dealing with some serious metabolic issues, probably adrenal health issues. Are you type A kind of guy, like bouncing around, going from one project to another sort of thing?
It's probably a cortisol issue.
Yeah, I would say it's a cortisol issue. Now, cortisol can go two ways. Some people respond to elevated cortisol by gaining weight. Excuse me. Other people respond to this hyperadrenal action by having a problem gaining weight. So it can go either way. But if you're eating a lot of sugar and you're not gaining weight and you're kind of, as you say, scrawny, chances are pretty good that you're hyperadrenal. So again, you want to calm the body down, use relaxation strategies, and maybe start building some muscle mass. That might be something else that you want to do. Are you in the gym at all? Are you working out, doing any kind of weightlifting or resistance training? Chris?
I get enough. I mean, I don't have a vehicle. I'm dirt poor, and so I have to be outdoors a lot just to get from point A to point B and exert myself a lot. I mean, I'm like
resistance training. That's not. I'm talking about resistance training, not necessarily moving around a lot, but resistance training where you're actually putting stress on the muscles, intense stress on the muscles, short-term intense stress on the muscles. That will allow your body to use that sugar to help build muscle. And that's really what you're looking at if you're having a problem gaining weight. That's true for anybody who's having a problem gaining weight. Resistance training in combination with protein and other anabolic supplements, particularly creatine. We're out of time, Chris. I hope it...
Okay. Getting to the topic I called about, is there any pros to flu vaccines? I mean, do they work at all?
None. No. Zippo, nada. Absolutely none. And be very skeptical of any healthcare professional or pharmacist or pharmacy who promotes them. None. Build your immune system. Work on nutritional supplements that build your immune system and reduce sugar, because one of the biggest impacts of sugar on the body is to suppress immunity. Chris, call back tomorrow if you want to talk some more. Appreciate your call. Thank you so much. We're just flat out of time. Thank you so much for listening to The Bright Side, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Check out our Truth Treatment products at truthtreatments.com, all the longevity products at brightsideben.com and pharmacistben.com and criticalhealthnews.com. We will talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful, awesome, beautiful, spectacular day. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Bye for now.